Oh, we on? You didn't tell me that. Big gob. Right, welcome everybody. This is what we're going to be making today. Honestly, when he turns these cameras on and doesn't tell me, I could have been in the middle of something, a dirty story or something. I could have sworn. It's not like me, I know, but I could have. Anyway, we're going to do some tea bag folding today. You know, the earth moves with me, I don't know about you. Anyway, we're doing some tea bag folding. If you think, oh, tea bags, what do you mean? And don't get confused with tea bagging, don't look that up on the internet. Tea bag folding we're doing. There's a little bit of history to this. Barry, would you like to enlighten us?
Yes, I will. Right, okay, moving on from that. Now, this was developed by a Dutch crafter. It's accredited to a Dutch crafter on Wikipedia, and I did know this as well because we've mentioned this many times over the years. Her name is Tini van den Plas, or Tini van den Pla if you want to be posh about it. She's Dutch. She was in a hotel room a few years ago, and I'm sure
many years ago now.
I'm sure that Petra de Pfeffer will
we got some right gobfuls today.
Will correct me if I'm wrong, but the history is that she was in a hotel room. She needed something to fold, just like you do. You're in a hotel room, you think, oh, I've got to fold.
I'm bored.
Something.
I need to craft.
I'm bored. So those continental tea bags are normally contained within quite fancy envelopes, and she saw those anyway. She cut them up and she came up with a development of an origami fold, and that is the history of tea bag folding. So we'll go back to Mission Control now and see if he can explain exactly in a bit more detail how to do it. But it's very easy.
So what I'm going to do today is just show you one of the basic folds, but from that fold you can do many things. Now we've got some prepared printout sheets so you can print them out. Now the knack with these is to print it. Oh, hang on, Gob is
just
off
to let
again.
me know just to let you know that if you haven't already got this, you will find the link on the Get Creative page taking you to the website where you will find it. All you need to do is click on download. It'll ask you for your email address. Don't worry, it's not going to add you to lots of different email lists. It's purely for verification. Once you've got it, then obviously you can print it off and be doing what we're doing. But if you miss this live show, thinking, oh, I can't do that in time, the recordings of this will be available in the next day or two. Anyway, back to Alan.
If I'd known, I'd had me breakfast. No, I'd be sat round here.
Breakfast.
What, 2 pieces of toast? You call that breakfast?
That's it. Come on.
Gone are the days when you used to go off to the cafe. I used to get 2 barm cakes with bacon, egg, tomato sauce, maybe a sausage if I was lucky. Anyway, let's have a look at these. These are what you can print off. Now, I would advise you, because you're folding these, you don't want the paper too thick and they come too chunky and hard to do. So from this first page, you can make the whole thing from this first page if you want to, but this is a main topper of the same design. You can turn this into a Christmas card or all year round. You've got the little squares here. You've also got the strip. I'm going to show you what to do those a bit later. Now you've also got another option here. You can use this as a background paper. You could cut bigger squares. You could use tea bag folding using 4 of these squares, so you can cut those out, print 2 of those off. Once you've got the basic design, then we can have lots of fun with it. Then I've also given you this option as well that you can print off and use. This is a smaller square. You can make smaller tea bag folds, or again you could cut these in 9 there, so you've got big ones, or you can do 4 squares to make slightly smaller ones. Now, if you want to put this on a card, we didn't do the folds and that, but we're going to make a large card as well. I've got some 200 gram card here. You can go to 200, 300, whatever you want, 250, whatever thickness you want. But I'm going to use this also for a bit of mat and layering. We've also got here some silver card I just picked up, and use gold. You don't have to use this, but we're going to use that today because I'm going to use one of the folds. I'll show you how to do this in a bit when you come back, but when we've cut that to size, we're going to use these like the old-fashioned photo corners, and they just slip in there. Then you stick that down, so you have 4 of those on each corner when you cut it to size. So those are going to become like holding your design in position. So if you want to get yourself ready over the next 10 minutes or so, print some things off. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes, and if you want to just print those off, or don't forget, if you're not watching live, well then you're not watching live, are you? Well, if you're watching live, fine, And if you're not watching live, watching a recording, well, then you can take your time and watch the videos anytime you want. Anyway, we'll be back a bit later showing you what to do with these.